Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you probably till about 5 o'clock. Then I got to go get out in this yard. Got to go get out in this yard. I'm dressed for yard work. Long sleeve white t shirt. I was out there a little earlier. Long sleeve white t shirt, some dirty jeans. I just don't have on my boots. Other than that, I'm dressed for the yard work. I hope everybody enjoyed their Memorial Day. I enjoyed mine. Tell you, I enjoy my family when I'm around them. Um, I guess when I'm around them. I don't even know exactly what that meant. I enjoy the time that I get to spend around my family. I enjoy them when I'm not around them too, if that makes any sense. It doesn't, I know. Um, but let me do the hellos. I don't really have much to talk about again today. I don't have much to talk about again today. Uh, but we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. Let's see. Robert Willis. Good afternoon, Robert Willis. Good afternoon. We got DeWanda in the house. Good afternoon, DeWanda. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining the show. David. David in the house. David's representing Westchester. Good afternoon, David. Terry. Terry, good afternoon. Thank you for joining the show. Terry is representing downtown. Um, let's see. We got Lewis. Lewis in the house. Lewis representing Sharonville. Good afternoon. Preston in the house. Good afternoon, Preston, representing Avondale. Good afternoon. We got Jerica in the house. She says, Hola, me familia. Hola to you too. Brent in the house. Brent representing Dallas. Uh, I was wondering, making sure Brent, I didn't know if Brent was all right or not. I know they had them tornadoes roll through there. So make sure that it was everything's all right with you. Glad to see you here. That means that everything is good. You and your family is safe. Got Dwayne. Dwayne, good afternoon. Dwayne representing Mount Airy. Good afternoon. Brenda in the house representing Fairfield. Good afternoon, Brenda. David, I do wear the beekeeper suit over this. I do wear the beekeeper suit. Don't think I don't. You never know where bees might be hiding. So I put it anytime I go out there in the yard, I put the beekeeper suit on. And my neighbors be looking at me strange. But I don't care. Cause I'm not getting stung. Um, got Andrea in the house. Good afternoon, Andrea, representing Gulf Manor. Good afternoon. Phyllis. Good afternoon, Phyllis. Thank you for checking out the show. Um, let's see, we got Stephanie. Stephanie in the house. Uh, representing Roseline. Yeah, and Stephanie, I do want to ask you about that conversation that we had on Wyatt Live. Because I think I missed something. Honestly, I think I missed something, and I don't feel like anybody actually really explained it to me. So I'm just gonna add. It's not like a whole conversation. I just want to understand what I saw. Um, but all right, we got Phyllis. I think I already said Phyllis, but good afternoon, Phyllis. In case I didn't, Pamela in the house. Good afternoon, Pamela. Good afternoon, representing North Avondale. Let me see. Brent says all is well. No tornadoes in the Dallas Fort Worth area, but we did get some bad storms. Texas is a big state. Now, I thought that I was watching the news this morning, and I thought that they said in the Dallas area. So maybe I'm wrong and I misunderstood what they were saying on. I don't remember because in the mornings I flip between all the channels. Believe it or not, I watch Fox News. How I understand a lot of what they say just don't be making sense. But I watch them. I watch CNN. I watch MSNBC. I don't even think I have those newer OAN and whatever the other one is. I don't even think I have access to those two channels. But I flip between all the channels. So it could have been any of their weather people. And if they gave bad information, it's usually Fox. But yeah, they were saying the Dallas area. So maybe they gave bad information or whatever. Tria in the house. Good afternoon, Tria. Good afternoon. She's representing Columbia Township. And we got Logic Slayer. Again, Logic Slayer. It was good to meet you over there at the block party in Roseline. It was good to meet you. Um, and you should call in sometimes. Alethea. Alethea in the house. Alethea always trying to start some stuff, and she wants some name calling. We might get some name calling. Because again, and I'm asking this, now for those of you who didn't watch Wyatt's show, and I don't have the clip, I might be able to find the clip, but there was a lady on an airplane, and they kicked her off the airplane. She was in that, y'all know that seat in the airplane where you had to agree to help people off the plane if something bad happened. Like, anybody really gonna, like, the plane done crashed at this point. I can say yes all day while we up in the air or before we go up in the air. When the plane crash, I'm getting off the plane. Are you willing to help everybody else off the plane? Like, yeah, I'm willing to help everybody else off the plane. Sure, absolutely, no problem. Yes, let that plane crash. Whatever. Every man and woman for himself. You know what I'm saying? Me and Mrs. Livingston gonna be sitting right there next to each other. Plane going down. You know, do whatever. Cover your head like an old school tornado drill. Whatever you got to do. Boom, the shoot down. Let's go. Everybody gonna be, what happened to the people who were supposed to help? What you gonna do to me? What you gonna do? We off the plane now. Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I said yes. I changed my mind once the plane start crashing. Like, but apparently this lady was saying yes. She said yes. And it looked to me like the flight attendant just wasn't down with her. And hold on, let me see if I can find this clip, because I don't even know. Let me just search lady getting kicked off plane. Lady getting kicked off plane. Not that lady. It was this lady. But that's somebody else's commentary. I don't want to see their commentary. Woman kicked off plane. Okay, that's from Fox 26 Houston. I don't know if that's the whole clip. Older woman embarrasses herself. Okay, that's another person's commentary. Grandma kicked off plane. Okay, that one look like this might be it. Hold on.
Recordings just got better.
I don't need to hear your commercial. I have to get one of them things to skip the commercials.
I'm not.
You have inconvenience and everybody else has
Yeah, this is later on.
My grandson.
Okay, yeah, this is somebody else's. Okay, y'all, I will have to find the clip. But somebody help me understand. For all of you who've seen... Janice corrected me. Oh, Janice. Oh, you're probably correct. Janice says, when the plane crashes, not crash. In the event of a plane crash, the last thing I'm concerned about is did I say it correctly, Janice? See, I have put myself in the mindset of the plane going down. That's why I'm not sitting here. If in the event that the plane crashes, like, no. Hey, the plane's crashing. We about to crash. You know what? If the plane crashed and we just get out. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the mindset of the plane crashing. I don't care. You can say Kroger's, and all day. When the plane crashing, I don't care about the S. But you're right. I should have said crashes. You're right. I don't know, Janice. You my favorite, but you be trying to vex me. I don't know why. What'd I do to you, Janice? What'd I do? What did I do to you? I don't understand. Everybody talking about this called the exit row, the emergency row. Y'all knew what the heck I was talking about. Y'all knew what I was talking about. So it don't matter what y'all knew what I was talking about. It's that one row. So you got the one row where they ask you if the plane crashed. Just the plane crashes. Will you help? That row. That one row. Y'all know. Stop running. Daryl says you lost the goofy hat. I don't know what that means. Maybe he's talking to somebody else. But the clip that I saw, the lady said, we agree. And, she might have called the lady a name or two, but that's not against the law. So a few people were saying that lady was wrong. I just don't understand what she did. So if somebody can tell me, I don't want to go all the way through it because, again, I don't have the clip to go through it. But if somebody can tell me exactly what it is that she did that was wrong, I would appreciate it. I'm not saying she wasn't wrong. I'm not saying she was right. I'm not saying it was racial discrimination. I'm not trying to say any of that kind of stuff. The clip that I saw, the lady said, we agree. Y'all asked us, will we help people off? We sitting in this row. We know how it go down. We agree. And then she might have, said some bad words that I don't say. I don't use that kind of language. But she might have said some bad words. Next thing you know, somebody else coming up talking about, you got to get off the plane. She like, what? Get off the plane for what? Now look, here is, the rule is, for me, simple. When they ask you to get off the plane, when they demand that you get off the plane, just get up and get off the plane. Just get up and get off the plane. You've lost at that point that portion of the battle. Just get on up, get off the plane. But up till there, and I shared this in the comments on Wyatt's. I typed it. This means typing. I shared it in the comments on Wyatt's show that I was on a plane, a Delta flight. I was sitting in the exit row, which to me, those are premium seats. You got all the leg room in the world. So when I get a chance to get the exit row seats, I get the exit row seats. That's what I do. I get the exit row seats. I just like the extra leg space. And if they ask me, however they phrase it, whatever, you in this row, if something happened, you kind of got to be responsible for helping people get off the plane. Are you willing to take on that responsibility or whatever? I always say yes. No, you know what I'm saying? I'm not under oath or nothing like that. And I'm hoping the plane don't crash. But again, like I said, if the plane does crash, sorry, Janice. If the plane does crash, I'm getting off. You know what I'm saying? If I'm healthy enough, hey, Miss Livingston, come on. But what about, you're supposed to, if it's a ramp come down, we sliding down the ramp. If we can jump off, we jumping off. I'm not going to be on the plane talking about, all right, everybody, this way. No. But you said, I don't know what to tell you. So I always say, yeah. But I'm on this Delta flight, and the guy, he wasn't next to us. He was in the other row. He says, no, I'm not willing to do that. And the lady said it was a real simple process. She said, okay. Will you be willing to switch seats with somebody who would do it? And he said, sure. And she said, is there anybody willing to switch seats with him who be willing to help, all that stuff? And somebody say, I'll switch seats with him. You willing to help? He said, yeah. And they switched seats, and life went on with no problem. So I don't understand what happened. Like, somebody explained to me what happened. I see a few people saying you have to verbally say yes. I heard her verbally say yes. I heard her, Brent says, I think the flight attendants require a verbal yes, not just an I agree. I agree is a verbal yes. I don't understand what you mean. What's the difference? You're in this role, and so you have to help. Will you agree to help people? Yes, I agree. I agree. That's a verbal, I agree. That's a yes. If I say yes, sure, absolutely, no problem. I agree. That's all the same. That's all the same. Sometimes, and I don't know, I'm not saying it was race or whatever, but sometimes people do, like, even if I say, yeah, B, I agree. Then all right, he agreed. He don't like me. He seemed to have some problem with me, but he agreed to doing what he said he gonna do, and that's that. Short of, I think, calling a lady a name and maybe using some vulgar language, what did she do to get kicked off the plane? That's what I'm asking. Preston says the problem seems like she was inconveniencing everyone by not getting off the plane. No, I get that. I'm saying before she was asked to get off the plane, what did she do to be asked to get off the plane? I agree. When they tell you get off the plane, just get off the plane. I agree with that. But I'm asking, and that's why I said maybe something happened before the clip that I saw. But in the clip that I saw, it kind of came on and there was a black, looked like an African-American or a dark-skinned Indian lady asking her, like, what's up? And she was like, y'all asked us this before and we said we agree. We agree. And basically like, damn, whatever she called her. To me, that should have been the end of the interaction. Like, okay, y'all agree. So that's what I'm asking. What did I miss? What did I miss? But I don't know. I don't know. Can anybody, Stephanie says, please read my view on the situation. I'm looking for it, Stephanie. I don't see it. Hold on, let me scroll back up. I'm scrolling. I don't see it, Stephanie. I see you, Lakeisha. Good afternoon, Lakeisha. Hold on, I'm scrolling. I don't see. Okay, here it is. Here it is. The way I viewed the entire situation was this. The stewardess had added the passengers, I guess asked, if anything unexpected happened, would she be willing to help? I think she got upset when the stewardess asked her again because she already had said yes. Right. But I think she lost it and became unruly, so they decided to kick her off the plane. But she had already said yes. If that's the part that I saw, where she was apparently asking her again. And she said, I said yes. I didn't see unruly. I saw maybe a little disrespectful, but I definitely didn't see unruly. Definitely did not see unruly. Let's see. Cuss the flight attendant. Flight attendants have a lot of leeway. They shouldn't have that much leeway. They shouldn't have that much leeway. So you can't cuss now. Crystal says it was too late. She was being obnoxious. But if I already said yeah, I guess I'm going to get kicked off an airplane at some point. Because when they ask, if I say yes, I'm telling you, if they ask and I say yes, and then they come back and ask again, I'm going to probably be like, because I like to check. I'm going to be like, Miss Livingston going to be right here. I'm going to be like, didn't I say yes the last time they asked me this? I did. You sure? I said yes. So they did already ask me this and I already said yes. Yes. I already said yes. Why are we having this discussion again? That's probably going to be my response. So I'm going to get kicked off the plane. I'm going to get kicked off the plane. That shouldn't be grounds for kicking somebody off of a plane. I get it's private business, blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. And they can do, I guess technically they could say, I don't like them shoes. It's like, what? These just regular shoes. Yeah, but I don't like that red line around the swoosh. Get off my plane. And I think some of y'all would be okay with that. Like, well, I mean, she is a flight attendant. She got a right to, like, come on. Come on. I'll be honest. I've never seen so many. That's not a word. Spineless people. Like in my life, I've never seen so many spineless people. Like, I'm going to be honest. What are you willing to stand up for? What are you willing to stand up and stand on principle for, if anything? Because it seems to me like people are no longer willing, like somebody done reached in and snatched out everybody's backbone. And now we just like, I'll do whatever it takes to make everything easy. Well, what if they violating your rights? Do it make everything easy? I do it. What if they, like, no matter what are you willing to stand up for? Anything? Somebody would say, well, I ain't willing to stand up for my right to cuss on an airplane. What are you willing to stand up for? Crystal says, ain't no flight attendant gonna say anything petty like that. I don't like your shoes. Get off the plane. I don't know what may or may not happen. If you would have asked me before Wyatt showed that clip, I would have said, ain't no flight attendant gonna kick nobody off the plane for agreeing to help out in the emergency exit row. But we see that it happened. We see that it happened. Search woman kicked off plane exit row. Hold on. Let me see. I want to find this clip just so. Woman kicked off plane exit row. This is Isaiah. 7 minutes long. We'll try it. I'm trying to see. But I mean, my question now. Crystal says she was causing a scene. I don't think she was causing a scene. She said yes. What more do you need other than we agree? Let that woman sit there and eat her popcorn or whatever she was eating in that bag. She agreed. Let that woman eat her popcorn. You got a yes. You got the answer that you wanted. Yes. Anything that's not yes, boss, is causing a scene. Yes is yes. I got to say yes twice. Yes. Okay. Don't cuss. Cussing is what gets you kicked off a plane now. I'm curious. What? Stop it. You did not do. You didn't. Go back and paste. Close you. Thank you. Okay. Crystal says she's not a slave. She don't talk like that. But you want other people to talk like that. Otherwise, they're causing a scene. The woman said, again, I'm really just trying to understand. She was following the rules. She was following the regulations. So now you can't cuss? That's it? That's what gets you kicked off a plane? Stop it. Stop it. Again, my question to y'all is, what are you actually willing to stand up for? Y'all might not actually want to answer that question, like aloud. Oh, I forgot my computer again. And I don't even know where it is. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up the phones. Hold on. Hey, little baby. Go upstairs and get my computer. Just go get it. Huh? I don't know. You know where it is? Oh. Go upstairs and look where it was last time. I think that's where it is. Because I think I had it on the couch. So go look next to the couch. Are you going? Well, what's taking you so long? I don't see you moving. Okay. Oh, she going to get it. Little baby going to get it. She's a good little baby. She know what to do. She just gets annoyed with me. And I get annoyed with her. It's fine. It's fine. If I let the little baby hold, she ain't gonna do nothing. She ain't even gonna come over here. She wouldn't even wave to y'all. I'm trying to get the phones ready. Rich wanna know how old is the little baby? She is 6. And today is her last day here. She is getting picked up today and she is flying out and she will be gone for the summer. Don't tell her I told y'all, but she told me she was gonna miss me. She denied it later on. She denied it later on. That is not what I... Hold on. All right, stop. Here. Paste. You got it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Still want some cereal.
You want some cereal?
Yeah.
You want some cereal.
I always want.
You ate cookies.
No.
Did you eat cookies?
No.
I could have swore you ate some cookies.
No.
What happened? What happened with the cookies?
Nothing. I said. Is that the cookie? That's what I said.
Oh, you just asked if those were the cookies,
Yeah.
but you didn't eat any.
And remember, I asked for cookies, but you said no.
No, you asked for
I didn't know if that was cookies.
no, you asked for my Thin Mints, and I told you no.
Yeah, that's what I asked for.
You had to get those when I get from here, cause you'd be done ate them all. Yes, yes, I know you. Yes, she will eat all of my Thin Mints. Yes, you will. Just because you whispering over there don't mean I can't hear you. Okay. All right, let me see if I can find this clip. It should be here now. Somehow, I don't think this is it, though. Let me see. Yeah, this is not the right clip. Little baby,
What?
come and find this clip for me.
What clip?
This clip of this lady getting kicked off the airplane. I'm just playing. I know you.
Question. Would you build a website?
Oh, you was coming to find it?
What?
You was coming to find it?
What?
The clip.
No.
Then what were you doing? Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just giving this little baby a hard time. I'm not gonna be able to give her a hard time for the rest of the summer. So you gotta start somewhere. Why? Why are you doing that? Okay. There we go. Okay, now it looks like it's downloading the clip. All right. Hold on. Emmanuel, you're not gonna allow little baby to eat his snacks. And she got her own snacks. She got her own snacks.
Yeah, but that was rather sad.
It is not my fault that you left your stuff. Yo, what was the bars you got? What's the
I'm not saying it.
your Fruity Pebbles bars? It's not my fault you left them. So you get to come here and eat all my snacks and then go home and eat all your snacks. And I'm not pawpaw. We don't do pawpaw over here. I am grandfather. Preston says, I thought the other passengers agreed that she said yes. Then they all turned on her when they had to get off, which isn't out of the ordinary. I'd be upset too. Right. But y'all still ain't answering. What would y'all actually stand up for? Because what I think a lot of y'all have no spine. A lot of y'all have absolutely no spine. People get on people who actually stand up for themselves and stand up for other people and stand up for their rights and stand up for the rights of other people. People get on people who do that. They troublemakers. They're, they call them all different kind of names. But is there anything that you're actually willing to stand up for? I know y'all not boycotting no NFL. I know y'all not boycotting nothing. Crystal says, I have a spine. Do you? Do you? So what are you willing to stand up for, Crystal? What are you willing to stand up for? What is something that you're willing to cause a ruckus for, since people like using the term? What good trouble are you willing to get into? Stand up to get off the plane so I can catch my next flight. It's not the right stand up. I'm talking about, are you willing to... Crystal says, I won't let an elderly person get disrespected. That was an elderly person. She was an elderly person who had agreed to do what she was asked to do. And then next thing you know, she's being disrespected and told to get off the plane. So wait, make up your mind. Are you not willing to let an elderly person get disrespected, or are you in the making excuses business for why it's okay to disrespect an elderly person? Because based on your previous comments, it sounds like it's okay for you, okay to you if an elderly person is being disrespected. You asked me what would I stand up for. That's my example, but you're doing the exact opposite. I have a feeling that if you was on that plane, you would have been fussing at the elderly lady instead of telling the flight attendant, like, she said yes. Just leave it at that. No, I said she's an elderly person. People have different, I guess, ideas of what an elderly person is. You wouldn't what? Stand up for that lady? DeAndre said, you're going to get the Jamaica trip get canceled so you can stand on business, E-Man. I don't understand what you mean. I don't understand what that means, DeAndre. B-Rab says, these people are too comfortable. They're not standing up for anything. I get that feeling. I get that feeling that they are not standing up for anything. Y'all, this clip just will not download for me. Go back, go back. This clip will not download for me. Did you find the video? I sent the video to your chat on Messenger. See, I can't pull it up that way. I can't pull it up that way. Okay, it says it's downloading again. Yeah, they are. They're very comfortable. And yeah, people just nowadays won't stand up for anything. If you stand up for something, then yeah, you're a troublemaker. You're a troublemaker. Crystal says, I stand up for the right thing. What's the last thing that you took a unpopular stand that maybe could have gotten you, you know what I'm saying, a negative outcome, but you felt like it was important enough to take a stand for it? And I'm not just asking Crystal, I'm asking all of y'all. You saw an injustice. You knew if you said something or stood up for something or whatever, it could have negative effects on you. What's the last thing that you can think of that you stood up for? You saw somebody being messed with, or you saw some bad stuff happening at the job and they said, just let it slide. And you said, no, I'm not just going to let it slide. This is wrong. And I'm going to take a stand against it. Something. You saw an injustice and you even said, hey, look, I will not go back to that store because of the way that they treated those people or something like that. What is the last thing that you stood up for? Andrew says, if they were determined to put her off the plane, I don't think it would have mattered if others stood up for her. No, that's not the point that I'm making. Once they asked her to get off the plane, it's over. Just get off the plane. It's over. Just get off the plane. But I think it would have made a difference if when the flight attendant comes up and says whatever she was saying to her about, you know, being in that role, if the people would have like very vocally said, she said, leave that lady alone. She ain't bothering nobody. She ain't hurting nobody, blah, blah, blah. Maybe then it would have made a difference. But now once they say, you got to get off the plane. And the pilot is like, yeah, we'll be taking off shortly, right after we get this B off the plane. Once that happens, okay, all bets are off. All right, I'm getting off the plane. We can argue in the terminal or whatever, but I'm not going off the plane in handcuffs. I'll just calmly get up and get off the plane. So I understand that, but I'm asking, what if y'all stood up for her? Crystal says, I just told you, an elderly person, and you snapped off. What elderly person did you stand up for? What elderly person did you stand up for? I agree with you, Daryl. Once she said, I said yes, that should have been the end of it. He says, see, a lot of y'all in the chat think it should have went further like it did after she said yes. She didn't assault those flight attendants. Those are effing words. So because The lady got upset and had a few words with the flight attendant. It was warranted to kick her off. Apparently, they believe that. They seem to really believe that. The file still says it's a download. I think Crystal just making stuff up now. Do it really matter? Her name is Miss Barb. Okay, that might be true. I feel like you're making that up just to say something. but okay, I'm a roll with you. You stood up for Miss Barb. Oh. I don't believe you, but I'll take your word for it because I don't have any proof that you did it. Okay? Oh. Alethea.
Uh-huh.
How
This
you doing?
is me. How are you today?
I'm fantastic, Alethea.
I'm going to need you to get up off of Crystal, okay? I'm going to need you to get up off her because you don't stand up for nobody either.
Well, I stand up for people all the time.
No, you don't.
Always
No,
stand
you
up
don't.
for right.
No, you don't. Your little raggedy people
Who?
went all on your Facebook. I wrote you a post about your podcast and your little ugly, greasy booty people went on there and said something to me. You pretended you didn't even see it with his disrespectful self.
Maybe I didn't see it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I went directly on your Facebook page, your personal page, and you seen your people Nathaniel write something to me under your post. Did you stand up? No.
I don't see what you're talking about.
I bet you don't see it, but you want to acknowledge what you see, Crystal, and you get up off of it.
Hold on, I'm looking. I don't see what you're talking about.
You seen it.
I don't see it.
That's crazy.
Look, people
Maybe
know,
you deleted it.
Hold on. No, I ain't deleted nothing. People know that I stand up for people. I have stood up against my own brother for people.
Well,
not
whoever
against
he
him.
is to
I've
you.
stood up to him. I've spoken up for people.
You didn't do a darn thing. It's on your page, and now you acting like you don't see it. And I went on there telling you about your podcast that I was on. That you
tell me
put
what
on
was
this,
said. Hold on, tell me since I can't find it.
No, you read it. You read it. You can't find it. It's on your page, but it's all right because you sitting up here giving Crystal a hard time, and I know
Crystal stood up for Miss Barb.
see, you're standing up, but I do think they took that too far. They did. They took that too far. I feel like when she said yes, but who wants that elderly woman taking care of them on a plane anyway? If anything, get her off first. Elders, women, and children, get them off the plane. That's not her job. And how many people would actually be on there and say, yeah, I'll do it, but when it comes time, who would actually do it? So, I do think they went too far. She did say yes. And then once she started calling the name, that's because she became frustrated, as any of us would be, because she knew where it was going. Older people are very wise, and they understand when things are going left. And that's when she went left. So, yeah, she may have said some disrespectful words as far as calling a name. But as far as everything else, I think even if she said no, wouldn't she be able to, even if it's a full flight, wouldn't she be able to switch somebody who would do it?
That's the way they did it on look, I've been on a number of flights. I've only been on one flight where somebody said no. And it was a simple process. The lady said, is anybody willing to switch? And somebody said yes, and they switched. And then we just moved on. Mm-hmm. So that seems to me to be the easy, like they didn't come back and ask him a second time, like we asked you if you gonna do it, and he was like, well, I said no. And they was like, well, you got to get off it wasn't none of that. It was just like, anybody willing to switch with him? Yes. All right, they switched seats, and then they went through all of the instructions.
Yeah, I think they did go a little too far. And yeah, of course, when they say you got to get off the plane and she said no, standing up for herself, of course the other guests are going to be frustrated because they got people to see and things to do. So I do understand that. But if you were actually sitting with her, you would be like, dang, what did she do? You know what I mean? Like, she called you a name, yeah, but after she was frustrated.
Yeah.
But I called your brother a name too, just so you know, and it's on your post, so you probably deleted it.
I did not. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't deleted anything. Now look, y'all be battling, and I'm not just jumping in the middle of a battle. All right.
No, we listen. I did not. I never met, never seen. He just came for me one day, and I had to tell him I'm not a joke. Don't play with me. And ever since then, he's like attracted to my post, and
No,
I don't know why.
hold on. No, Alethea, it's not that simple. Because the truth of the matter
It
is,
is.
I was on, I think it was even today on Wyatt's show. Nate was nowhere near
Yes,
that show, and you was
and I put it on there.
exactly. So you can't be like, well,
I sure
he
did.
just come for me. You come for him
I
too.
said he get butt shots.
Right. So
because he just come after woodwork, and that's why I remind him, don't come for me.
but he didn't say nothing today, right?
No, I'm just
Right. So
ready.
y'all
just
be
in case.
battling. I'm not jumping in the middle of that
Yeah.
battle.
Yeah, so you don't stand up. Just say it. Okay, I'm
That's
glad
not
you told the
same.
truth.
That is not
Yeah.
the same. I am not
You see, that's
jumping in
why
the
my
middle
girl
of y'all
Crystal.
battle. I'm not. No.
All right, I'll talk to you later. You have a good day.
You do the same.
All right, bye.
That was Alethea. I'm not jumping in the middle of no battle. That's not the same. That's not the same. What else is going on today? What else is going on today? Okay, we can let that go. We realize that the overwhelming majority of y'all have no principles, and you won't stand for anything. So that means, kind of by definition, you'll fall for anything. Except for Crystal, she stood up for Miss Barb. But other than that, what else is going on? What else is going on? There was another story that I saw that I wanted to talk about, but I can't find it. They're of course, I mean, you can almost every day you could talk about shootings or whatever. And I know some people say, like, look, y'all don't talk about this stuff enough. But to me, what are we just going to keep talking about it for? Just, what else is there to say? What else is there to say? It's horrible. It's sad. People shouldn't be out here shooting people. It's terrible. Parents should be more responsible. Police should be more responsive. The community should be more proactive. And okay, all right, we said all of that. What else? See, people don't want to talk about it. People don't want to talk about the real problems. I don't know that that's necessarily the case. Just people don't always want to talk about the same thing, and you're not really seeing much in the way of answers. So there's that. And I also know, and I'm taking a veiled shot at my man Wyatt. I know I'm not supposed to talk about Trump, because I'm not going to vote for him. That I know. So I'm not supposed to talk about Trump. I'm only supposed to talk about the good stuff that Biden does. Even though nobody does that. But I do see this case looks like it's winding up. I think the prosecution is wrapping up. The prosecution gave their closing arguments. Trump's team gave their closing arguments, and then the prosecution gets to close it out with their closing arguments. So I think that's what's going on now. Yeah, the court takes a break. Prosecutor says he's about a third of the way through his closing arguments. So he's about a third of the way through. So they got, another couple hours to go in closing arguments today. And that'll be that. Jury will get no, because then they have to do the jury instructions, which I believe they've already argued over all of that stuff. So once closing arguments is finished, the judge will give the jury their instructions. They'll go in there. Curious, is there anyone watching who genuinely believes Trump is going to be found guilty of these felony charges? Anybody? Because I don't think he's going to be found. I never thought first, let me say, I don't think he should be found guilty of the felony charges. Maybe the misdemeanor stuff. Maybe the misdemeanor stuff. And I don't have the charges right in front of me. But I remember going through it thinking he might technically be guilty. You could spin it to where he's guilty of the felony stuff. But I think I don't think it should happen, and I don't think it will happen. I don't think it should happen, and I don't think it will happen. I think, again, if anything, and I'm not even exceptionally comfortable, and keep in mind, y'all, I'm being honest, I don't like the guy. I don't like the guy. I think he's a horrible, horrible human being. Like one of the worst. But I still don't necessarily think he should be found guilty in this case. Maybe the documents case. Definitely. I can't say definitely. I haven't heard evidence. But maybe the documents case. But this case, I don't necessarily think so. Brent says guilty, yes. Jail time, no. So you think he'll be found guilty, is what you're saying, or you just think he is guilty, but he won't. Like, be clearer if you don't mind. Be clearer if you don't mind. Crystal says nothing gonna happen. I believe that. I believe that. Shannon says, I think he may be found guilty, but no real punishment. You think, hold on, let me pull up these charges. What charges what charges is he facing? Because I don't remember it right off the top of my head. Okay. 11 charges of falsifying invoices. He's probably guilty of that. 12 counts of falsified general ledger entries. Probably guilty of that. 11 counts of falsely recording hush money payments. All counts are felonies. But there's an option for the jury to convict on misdemeanor charges. And that's what I think should happen. That's what I think should happen. Because some of this, to me, some of this is just common sense stuff, which I know a lot of people don't like. I'm calling it common sense stuff. Okay, the bottom line is, him and Stormy Daniels hooked up, all right? Even though he's saying she didn't, they did. They did. Whatever went down, went down. Once the grab him by the vagina tape came out, he didn't want that stuff to come out, you know, with the Stormy Daniels and all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, he kind of colluded with that Inquirer guy whose name I don't remember, and his attorney whose name I don't remember, and I definitely should, because he was their big star witness. What was his name? His attorney. I had 17th degree coronavirus, and I don't remember some stuff. What was his attorney's name? The dude that looked like he came straight out of Central Casting for a mob lawyer. What was his name? Cohen. Thank you, Michael Cohen. Thank you. Yeah, him. I believe, no doubt in my mind, that they kind of colluded. He paid dude, he paid old girl the money, and he fully expected to be reimbursed. Of course, any reasonable, self-respecting, cheating man don't want word to get out. So could the argument be made that he was doing the payoff, and here, I'm gonna give you this money, you sign this NDA, it's hush money. I'm gonna give you this money and you shut up about it. Was he doing it to keep his wife from finding out? Probably in part. Was he doing it to keep it from going public, messing with his chances at becoming the president? Probably partially. Is that unreasonable for somebody to do? No. Should he be found guilty of a felony for, trying to cover up an affair? No. So I say maybe a misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying? Maybe misdemeanors, but not felonies. Not felonies. But I don't think he'll be found guilty of anything. I don't think he'll be found guilty of anything. Wait, did you say self-respecting cheating man? Yes. But I think he should be found either not guilty or guilty of felonies. And then that'll be that. They'll give him, like, if probation would be good. That would be something that Joe Biden could use, like in the debates. Like, you know what I'm saying? They up there debating, and Joe Biden just somehow say something along the lines of, I hope this debate don't go too long because, you're on probation, so I don't know if you're allowed to stay out this late. Or, you know what I'm saying? Something, just working in. That might not be the best line, but I just came up with that off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? He got professionals who can develop, zingers for the debates. Brent says election interference is considered a felony in New York. I don't consider this election interference. Just being completely honest. I don't consider this election interference. It's like if I'm running for president, if I'm running for city council, if I'm running for dog catcher, which I don't think you actually run for, but if I'm running for dog catcher, it's certain stuff I don't want to get out. And so if you know some stuff about me, I might be like, hey, don't tell nobody about that time that we did the one thing, okay? Oh, I forgot about that. Like, I'm not doing thumbs up. I'm kind of rubbing on my chest. That's not thumbs up. Fireworks is for thumbs up. Like, yeah, I might be like, hey, don't tell nobody. Like, here, let me slide you a little something just to keep quiet about it. Is that election interference? Is that election interference? Come on. Put aside your dislike for Donald Trump for just a moment. And just think about that rationally. You got some draws from somebody, and you running for president, and you like, ooh, I don't want nobody to know I got the draws. Hey, girl, how about I give you, $2,000, and you just agree to not tell nobody that I got the draws. And she'd be like, okay, I do it. And you're like, cool. And you're like, but I can't give you the $2,000. So, my boy gonna be over. That's not thumbs up. That's the phone. That's the phone. Everybody noticed the international symbol for phone. That's not thumbs up. So you're like, all right, look, I'm gonna send my boy over there. He got a check, you know what I'm saying, for $2,000. Just, you know what I'm saying, so we good. She's like, yeah, as long as the check clear, we good. All right, cool. Then my boy like, can I get that $2,000 back? I'm like, yeah, but I can't just straight give you the $2,000 back because, you know what I'm saying, that looked kind of bad. So we gonna say, you know what I'm saying, you are a consultant and I'm paying you $2,000 for consultant fees. And he like, that's cool, as long as I get my $2,000, I'm straight. So then he get his $2,000. Is that election interference? Again, take Trump out of it, but I virtually did everything he did. I paid hush money to keep it out of the election cycle. I falsified some records to keep it from seeming like, you know what I'm saying? I did everything that Trump did. That's not election interference. That's not, I don't view it as election interference. Samuel says, yes, that's election. It's not. Y'all just not. Y'all just not being reasonable. Shh. Shh. Don't tell nobody. That's not election interference. I get it. We don't like Trump. I don't like him either. But, yeah, on this one, I don't like the case. So that's that. They'll be finishing up closing arguments in that case. I don't like dirty politics. I understand dirty politics. I think this is dirty politics. And I don't like dirty politics. Plus, I think this might help this dude. This might energize his base. They idolize him. It looked like you picking on him. I think this case, excuse me, was a bad case to bring. This was a bad case to bring. I'd have much rather seen almost any of the other cases go forward. But look, this dude was found liable for sexually assaulting somebody. He got more popular. Then he was found liable for defamation. He got more popular. He was arrested. He got more popular. With his base, more popular. They look at this dude like he Jesus or something. He being persecuted. Even in the cases where, you know, almost everybody can agree it is wrong to sexually assault people. Except for Trump supporters. They think it's cute that he admitted to grabbing women by the vagina. They think sexual assault is cute. When it's him doing it. Ron say because it's BS. It's not BS. He admitted to it. He said it, as they say, out of his own mouth. That's not BS. So you saying he was lying? So are you calling him a liar, Ron? Because either he was telling the truth about grabbing women by the vagina, or he was lying. So he's either someone who sexually assaults people, or he's a liar. Which is it? Which is it? I actually think it's both. I actually think, yes, he's a liar, but he definitely be sexually assaulting chicks. I mean, we know him to be a liar. We could go and pull up stuff that he said and then later said that he didn't say, which would prove to reasonable people, maybe not to Trump supporters, but to reasonable people, it would prove that he's a liar. You're right. You can't. And they don't realize that they're in a cult. They don't realize that they're in a cult. Here's one way you can tell somebody's in a cult, right? Ron, this one's for you. Here's one way you can tell somebody's in a cult. When you can show them video evidence that's completely objective and indisputable that a person said something, and they can watch this video evidence and hear this person say it, and right after they hear this person say it, they can swear up and down that the person never said it. It's like, but you literally just heard him say it. He didn't say that. Like, yeah, he did. He said it. No, he didn't. That's BS. Them is tricks by the media. Like, no, bro, it was live. We watched him say it. You watched him say it. He didn't say it. Okay. You need help. You need help. Ron says, we can look up tons of Biden and his lies, and you don't want to accept his lies, but you want to accept Trump's lies. Get the F out of here with that B. We're not accepting any of that BS no more. Who said that we didn't? I've never claimed that Biden always told the truth about anything. See, that's the difference. That's the difference. In my mind, that's the difference. If you show me where Biden lied, you know what I'm going to say? That was a lie. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. That's a trick. That's a trick. No, I'm going to be like, he lied. No ifs, no ands, no buts. He lied. Show me. I'll prove it to you. Show me a Biden lie. And I'll be like, yeah, he lied. For some reason, the Trump people can't do the same thing. You show them the lie and they say, he didn't lie. Or he didn't say that. Well, they trying to spin what he said. Like, no, bro, this is him saying it. No, he didn't say that. Yeah, he did. No, he didn't say it. You just watched him. So what y'all not accepting anymore is facts. And once you come to the conclusion that, look, I'm going to look at the facts and I'm going to accept that which is factual unless it doesn't agree with my point of view. And if it don't agree with my point of view and it's still a fact, it's not a fact anymore. Something wrong with you. And when we get to the point where we won't accept facts, which is the reason why they keep asking the simple question of, will you accept the results of the election? And they won't say yes. And they won't say, because what they're playing with in their minds, and as people say, they're doing all these mental gymnastics, because mentally you have to find a way to deny what you know to be fact, to say that it's not fact so that you can say the opposite is true, even though you know the fact to be a fact. What facts do we have to accept when it comes to Trump? Trump has not been in the White House in 4 years. Well, that's not true, but I understand what you're saying. I think you were saying that's not a problem. The problem is the Biden MF. Well, the fact that you have to accept is that the man is a liar. He, just clearly he says he'll do one thing and he does another on a constant basis. He just blatantly to your face tells you a lie. So he's a liar. Can we accept that Donald Trump is a liar? Can we accept that? I'm not talking about all politicians. I'm not talking about Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, George W. Bush. I'm asking, can we accept that Donald Trump is a liar? If you can't accept that, again, because that's always going to be their answer, I'm asking you, can we accept that Donald Trump is a liar? That's yes or no. Either you accept it or you don't. Can you accept it? Donald Trump is a habitual liar. Like, you almost can't believe a single word to come out of his mouth. That kind of liar. Can you accept that? And if you can't, no reason to continue having a discussion. Twin says no. See, there you go. So there's no reason to have a discussion with a person who can't accept just facts. Facts. I think Twin was another one of the ones who said that he never suggested that people be injected with disinfectant to kill the coronavirus. When you can't accept facts, when you just, for real, you just straight out, I reject facts. You keep sending messages, but you won't answer the question. Can you accept that Donald Trump is a habitual liar? Can you accept that? It's a simple question. Can you accept it? Yes or no? Yes, I accept that he's like Twin. I like to give Twin. I like to give credit when it's due. Gene, little man, Twin says no. I can't accept that. At least you know where he stands. He ain't trying to spin it. What about Biden? What about Obama? What about George Washington? You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to spin it. He says, no, I can't accept it. I respect that. I respect that. Oh, hold on. I got to take this one. Hello? All right. Let me turn this ringer off. The Ron just will not answer the question. That is a hint and a half for you that a person has completely blocked off their view, their willingness to accept facts. Like, You ask me a simple question. I refuse to answer. I'm going to say everything in the world. I'm going to, dance around it. I'm going to do mental gymnastics. I'm going to do everything else. But we not going to even look at the facts that the person is a liar. You like you've lost all objectivity. And you view everything through the lens of this person is flawless, perfect. That's a terrible place to be. On either side. That is a terrible place to be. And people, hey, don't talk about the other guy. Talk about your guy, the Wyatt, because Wyatt says it, and I'm learning because I say stuff that might apply to other people, and I'm trying to apply it to them. And then so and so said that you said this about them, and I'm like, no, if I was talking about it, I would have said his name. So I'm not, but now I am kind of referring to my man Wyatt. And trust me, y'all, when I say this stuff, there's no malice in my heart. I like Wyatt. I support Wyatt. I check out his show, all of that good stuff. I think he's a good dude. I think he wants to see what's best for the community, all of that stuff. But how do you say, don't talk about the guy that you don't want to see elected? Talk about your guy and why people should vote for your guy. And then you spend time talking about how bad the guy is that you don't want to see elected instead of talking about your guy. It's just, that's not reasonable to me because that's not how people do it. That's not how people do it. This ain't your ex-girlfriend. This is a political contest. Twin.
Oh, I had to take you off speaker.
I appreciate
you hear me, man?
I hear you.
Yeah, why you was right though. Y'all, every day I get on here, it's Trump, 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 Trump. I hope he beat that case though, for just buying some monkey and all that. That's all it's about and stuff. I think Trump just a gangster, man. He not about really politics. He about money, man, making money. And all this scare tactic and stuff, like I was listening on the radio. If they don't do that, they go shut this down. Man, they been hollering that stuff since God knows when. So I ain't trying to hear all that. Well, what y'all need to do is just don't vote, period, and let the people run the country to me. Because y'all get the same every 4 years, y'all get the same BS. So all of you old heads that's on here or whoever in Lincoln, chat or whatever, go to hell. I'm tired of all this little scary ass mess been going on, man.
Hold on, Twin.
What's up, man? What's up?
You do know that when Donald Trump was in office...
Man, I'm not trying to hear that bullshit. No, go on with that.
Can I get it out?
Like, preach, man. Go ahead.
You do know that when Donald Trump was in office, they, being the Congress, did legitimately try to, what would you say, overturn... I'm not sure if that's the appropriate terminology. Obamacare.
Yeah, to get some...
rid of it. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not just talking and they've been saying that for years. No, they actually tried to do it.
Yeah, I heard about it. Whatever. What about what's it called? Man, you lost my train of thought. No, I'm just Calvin is cool. I just hate that every day and stuff, and I hope he do get off, man, off that case, so people can just shut up about it. Because every day I look up, in today's new Trump, or I listen to it on the radio. Today, what's Joe doing besides going to sleep, falling off the plane, whatever steps and everything?
Well, Twin,
I'm telling you, can't have it both ways. Twin. Joe this, Trump this, Joe man.
Twin,
go on with that politics.
Because I want you to be. Let's be reasonable. If Joe Biden was right now in court on criminal charges, do you think people would be talking about it?
Don't reverse that crazy question to me,
It's
man.
not a reversing a crazy question. Do
Man, no.
I'm
You
asking,
know what you think.
reasonably speaking, if Joe
No,
Biden was right
no.
now in court on criminal charges, do you think it would be mainstream, top of the news every day?
They finished. Do they still talk about that White House January 6th issue?
Yeah, not as
No, they
much right
don't.
now, but yeah.
Okay then. Okay then. So
Okay,
no,
then
I don't think. I don't know if they would be talking about it or not.
come on,
Probably
that's not
not.
even reasonable. If the president was in court
I ain't gonna
every
ask you.
day,
You just trying to trick me. I ain't
I'm not
trying
trying
to
to
listen
trick you.
to.
This is a simple
I
question.
ain't.
If the
I
president
ain't.
was in court every day facing charges, you don't think the media would talk about it? Honestly. They talked about Hunter
Well,
Biden's laptop every day, and he ain't
well, you
even
gotta.
elected to office.
You got to talk about something. See, you jump subjects and stuff, so you get bored. So what y'all want to talk about?
You're the one complaining about them talking about
Oh, man,
Donald
because I
Trump.
get tired of it, man, because it's over
The
with.
man
Shit,
is
they know,
on
man,
trial. It's not
man,
over
that
with.
man, it's over with, man. That man about to win. They know what they doing.
He
They
might.
making y'all feel, yeah, he gonna win that case.
He
You're
might.
grabbing some monkey and all that, man, that's petty. They shouldn't even have that in court. Especially they grabbing the monkey part and tricking out with the bra. No, that ain't even. I wouldn't even. I would have threw that out if that would have been in my face. Man, they do it every day. So what? She just didn't get paid all the way or so.
Look, I agree with you on that. Partially.
Yeah.
I partially agree with you on that. But the thing you were complaining about is the fact that people talk about it every day. The
I don't want to
former
talk about it.
president of the United States of America is on trial. He's right now. There is a criminal trial against the former president of the United States, and you genuinely
Man.
think people shouldn't talk about it?
Hell no.
That
They shouldn't.
don't
Talk
make
about these
sense.
types. It make a whole lot of sense. I'm about to make you make sense. Talk about these shootings and all that. Talk about that. Why they ain't talking about how to stop this crime and everything with the kids, man?
People talk about
Talk
that
about
too.
that.
But again, if
Man, no, ain't no again nothing. Talk about that.
If Joe Biden
No, I ain't trying to
was
listen to that trick
was
question you trying
on
to answer.
trial right now, it's not a trick question. If Joe
I can
Biden
care
was on
less.
trial
I'm not trying
right
to fall
now,
in that well.
it would be
It's
the
that's
lead
his-
story
that's-
on
that's-
every
that's his.
newscast.
Well, whatever. That's his business. I'm talking about something else. Hell with Joe Biden and Trump and the rest of them. Yeah, every day is Trump.
He's on trial.
Yeah, man,
He's on
talk about
trial.
this. Man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. Talk about how we gonna save the world with these kids. Talk about that.
All right, how we gonna save it?
So I'm just saying.
No, you
They
can't say
talking
talk
about
about it
no,
and then not have
no,
nothing to say about it. Talk about it.
no. I'm saying every day we talk about try how they go. Somebody then every day when they go lose this if you don't vote. Y'all scary ass don't vote and everything. Shit, let it come out bad stuff or whatever.
That don't make sense.
Y'all don't even gotta vote. Shit, they just scaring people, man. You ain't gotta really vote if you don't want to.
You don't.
That's scare
true.
tactics.
That's true.
Right.
But it's not
So
scare
just-
tactics.
Just stay at home.
To tell you
Just stay
that
at home.
someone
Yeah,
is
you go
going
lose-
to do exactly what you know they're going to do
Man,
is not
they been
scare
hollering that
tactics.
for God knows when. I'm trying to hear that monkey ball stuff. They're gonna take your ass out. They gonna do that. Man, they ain't gonna do nothing. Only God can stop that, man. They ain't gonna do that. You
That's
know,
not
you think
true
January?
that only God can
Man.
stop you from getting Social Security. That's not true.
I control everything, so I don't care what your little man ass talking about. Can't tell God allowed it, he allowed it. They crazy. You think you say these people Social Security ain't gonna run there like they did January 6th? It's gonna be a World War 3, 4, and 5 when you get through talking with these people, man. They're just scared. And y'all black folks been scared of that stuff since day one. Yeah, man. I gotta go, man. It's cold.
All right.
I'll holler at these men back.
All right. I don't even halfway understand what was just said. Look. Reality is reality, okay? Reality is reality. I know, you know what I'm saying, people might not like it. But I'm going to say it again. I really don't even have to because all the reasonable people already know this. If George W. Bush, and he ain't even running for office, right now, got charged with a crime and had a trial, that would be top news every day. Every day. If Bill Clinton right now got charged, say, sexual assault, he got indicted, he got charged, there's an actual trial of Bill Clinton for sexual assault, that would be top news every day. So it's not reasonable to say, well, people shouldn't be talking about Trump. The man is facing criminal charges. There's an actual trial going on. He holds a so-called press conference, 2 or 3 times a day. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but at least once a day when he's at trial, but it's usually more than once. He holds a news conference more than once a day most days when he's at trial. But the media shouldn't cover it. The media shouldn't cover it. That's not reasonable or rational. It's just not. Now, Ron, we've already accepted that you live outside of reality. I'll read your comment, but this is a comment from outside of reality. It would never make it to top news because it would be swept under the rug like they swept it under the rug with, he meant Epstein. Epstein was not a former president. Again, this is a comment from outside of reality. How many living presidents is it now? Well, we got Carter. We got Clinton. We got Bush. We got Obama. So I think we only got Trump. You have to include Trump, I guess. We got 5 living former presidents. I believe that's the number right now. If Jimmy Carter, who 99, 100, something like that, if Jimmy Carter got charged with sexual assault and went to trial, that would be top news every day.
Nah, man.
Every day.
Man.
Ron.
Oh, Emanuel. When I was talking about the president, I was talking about the fact that the list, the Epstein list, they swept it all under the rug. You know, they don't even talk about it no more. The list,
Ron.
Nothing. And that was the former president. Like I said,
Hey, Ron.
It wouldn't have made it.
Ron.
It wouldn't have made it.
Ron.
Emanuel.
Are we not gonna have a conversation?
Okay, Emanuel, go ahead.
Okay. Ron, what
Emanuel.
former president has been on trial facing criminal charges?
No.
It's a simple
man.
question. Can you answer that question for me?
Oh man, that's obvious. Man. Look, what I was saying, like I said.
Hold on, just so I'm clear, you're not gonna answer the question.
Trump is on trial. Trump is on trial. Trump is indicted in Georgia. Trump. Now,
have there been any other former presidents indicted and went to trial?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I want you to know that I'm taking your answers as honestly
I don't
as
know.
you're being honest.
I don't know.
So you genuinely don't know if there's been another president
I don't
tried
know.
criminally.
I was not born in the 1800s. I don't know.
I'm just know I'm storing that away.
Now,
all right.
Again, it wouldn't have came up like it wouldn't have come up with all those other presidents with all the other bullshit because 9 times out of 10, they politicians are liars. Politicians do stuff that they shouldn't do. They do it.
But you can't even accept that Donald Trump is a liar.
Donald, I just said, man, I ain't even get ready to sit there and
You
argue
didn't.
with
What
you
do you
about that.
think you just said?
I said that every politician lies. Donald Trump is a liar. Every politician, every president in the United States.
Why are you so upset to have to admit that Donald Trump is a liar?
You're taking me through all that bullshit.
I'm just asking you simple questions. These are simple questions.
But I already answered that.
You didn't answer it.
Okay. Anyway, all politicians fucking lie. All politicians lie.
Okay. I don't necessarily agree with that, but we'll accept it.
You wouldn't agree with it. You gonna totally disagree with everything that I tell you, whether or not it's true or not. Whether or not it's true.
That's not true. If you say something is true,
I
don't have no choice but to agree with it.
But like I said, no president has been under indictment like President Trump has been under indictment because
hold on. No, according to you, you don't know that to be true. I just asked you that question, and you said you don't know. You wasn't born back then, so don't try to say it now. You don't know, so don't say it because you don't know.
I said has President Trump has been.
You don't know. I asked you that question, and you said you don't know that to be true. So now you can't enter that into evidence.
Emanuel, what did I just say? I said like Trump was, didn't I?
What did you say earlier when I asked you?
Didn't I?
What did you say earlier when I asked you?
No. Emanuel.
What did you say earlier when I asked you?
Emanuel.
I asked you earlier.
We can't have a conversation.
I'm trying.
I don't know, but see, I asked you a question, and see, you have to respond, and then I'll respond.
What did you ask me?
That's how conversation works.
What did you ask me?
That's how you told Fame it works. Now, let's answer my question.
What did you ask me?
I said, didn't I say that no president has been indicted like Trump has been indicted? That's what I said. That's what I said, right?
You did say that
right
after you said that you did not know that to be a fact.
Emanuel.
Yeah. I answered your question.
Emanuel.
I answered your question.
Emanuel. Like I said, no other president has been indicted like Trump has been indicted and what Trump has been indicted for. And no other president has been indicted like that, not because they couldn't have been indicted like that, because Joe Biden had secrets, classified secrets in his archives and in his garage. What? Biden or Obama had secrets. And they had to do, and you looking like, oh, well, what does that have to do with it?
No, I'm looking like I don't even know what you're saying. When did they find papers in Obama's?
They had all Pence, Obama, and
I don't remember them finding. Hold on, I had to look that up. Honestly, I don't remember them finding papers with Obama. I remember them finding them with Biden, with Pence, with Trump, but I don't remember them finding classified documents with Barack Obama. So you dropping something new on me. I don't remember that happening.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure all of them had to turn in documents.
Wait, do you know this, or are you just pretty sure?
I'm absolutely sure about Pence and Biden, and you making me second guess myself on Obama. Now I'm second guessing myself, but nevertheless, they had secret documents, but they didn't come looking for theirs. They didn't come looking for theirs, and Biden had documents, and they said not, and it's a trip, not that he couldn't be tried, but they wouldn't try him or indict him because her said that they couldn't indict no old man. They couldn't indict no old man. He's unindictable
What are you
because
talking
of
about?
his
I don't know
memory
what
loss.
you're talking
Because
about.
of his memory loss. Because of his memory loss. That's what her said when it came to Biden and the documents, right?
No.
Let's see. That's just dishonest.
What?
That's just dishonest. What did he say? What did he say?
I don't recall exactly what he said, but
So
can I
you
get it
don't know
out?
what he
Hold on.
said.
So
You don't
leave
know
it.
what he said.
Go ahead.
But you
go
gonna
ahead.
tell me no. You gonna tell me no. Just like I said, you ain't nothing that I say. Ain't everything, you gonna disagree with everything I
I've agreed
say.
with some of the stuff
Alabama.
that you said. Oh, he hung up. I agree with some of the stuff that he said. That was true. But they didn't say they can't indict Joe Biden because he don't remember stuff. Hold on a second. See you later in what? 3 months?
I don't know.
You know.
No.
Yeah, I won't see you because you're leaving, right?
Yeah.
So I won't see you again until you get back. Okay. Sorry, y'all had to get the hug in. But no, I agree with what he said.
Love you, Dad.
I love you too, little girl. Y'all be safe.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with what he said. When what he said was true. I questioned what he said when I wasn't sure. And I disagree with what he said when it was not factual. I don't have a problem agreeing to the truth. But in 1 minute, you can't say you don't know if other presidents have been charged and or indicted. And the next minute you say, ain't no other president has been indicted like Trump. How would you know? Your reason for how you couldn't know is because you wasn't born back then. You wasn't born back then to know that it didn't happen the way that it happened to Trump either, right? You don't know. You can't. So I told y'all, when you're not being honest, when you're not being truthful, because the truth is not gonna work good for your argument, it typically don't take it very long to come back around. He could have simply said, you're right, no other president has been indicted. I don't know that. I wasn't born back then. I knew it would come up real quick. So I'm just locking that one away. Because remember, you said you don't know. But ain't no other president been indicted like Trump. But I thought you didn't know. I just be wanting to have like regular conversations. I like to learn. Like I learned that apparently they found classified documents in Barack Obama's office. Now I have to search that because I don't remember that. I'm not saying it's not true, but I definitely don't remember that. I remember Biden, Pence, Trump, but I don't remember Obama. So I'll look that one up. I don't think I'll find it because I know it was coming from outside of reality. But sometimes stuff that even come from outside of reality can still be true. So I'll look it up. I'll look it up. Dante say, you know what he meant. And then he called me a name. I don't know what he meant. What did he mean? What did he mean? Yeah, because he said they found documents with Pence, Trump, Biden, and Obama. So what did he mean? But look, just wrap it up real quick. All of this came from, I don't believe that Donald Trump should be found guilty in this trial. And that's just the way that I feel about it. Oh, I saw Myosha did ask me just flat out, why do I think he should be found not guilty? And I think I said it. I think I said it. Because it's not, I don't think what he did is unreasonable. I don't look at it as trying to influence the election. Because, you know, using that logic, when he goes out and has his rallies, charge him because he's trying to influence the election. Come on. Yes, he's trying to influence the election. He want to win. And having a porn star come out and say, I had sex with him right after his wife had her baby. Right after he just said, I like to grab women by the vagina. Also for you, shame on you, E-Man. What? Shame on me? Why would it be shame on me? I don't understand that. No shame. No shame. He raped a woman also. But that's not what he's being tried for right here. That's not what he's being tried for right here. And again, I'm clear. I don't like the guy. I wholeheartedly believe he done raped people before. Like violently raped women. Wholeheartedly. Probably some young girls. Because his obsession with his daughter is weird. So I wholeheartedly believe that. I believe he's a horrible person. I believe, I believe all of that stuff. But these charges, I don't think he should be found guilty. Not on no felony. So maybe a misdemeanor, but not on no felony. It's very well. Yeah, his obsession with his daughter is not normal. It's not normal. Nate says rape is rape. No matter how violent, he should be locked up for life. Well, charge him for it then. Lock him up on those charges. I don't like the whole end around. Like, oh, we can't get him on that. Let's get him on something else. I've never liked that. I've never liked that. Ron says, so when Joe Biden was taking showers with his teenage daughter, that wasn't a problem? Well, first, I don't know that to be the case. But if that was the case, that's a big problem. Yes. Janice says the documents that Obama and Biden had in their homes were not top classified documents. It's just that any document from that particular presidency belonged in the archives. All right. And that's why, even with Pence, they got some documents from Pence. They found them. They said, give us them documents. Pence said, come get them. I honestly, I think I could understand how you could end up with document. I mean, and some of this is just my imagination, but I imagine this is just a for example. It's not on the same level, but sometimes when I worked at the radio station, I would be working on stuff, and sometimes I would do some work at home, and I would have files and whatnot on my computer and papers and stuff like that, and I would take them back to work, and sometimes I would carry documents back and forth. Sometimes I would leave documents here, stuff that I was working on, and none of this stuff, of course, was top secret or classified. I'm just saying I can understand how some documents, some work product, could end up at your house, and that's not even like on a presidential level. I can't imagine the number of documents that a president has to look at, over the course of a 4-year term. And, they work from all of these different offices. And I could imagine they have to have documents all over the place. So in the process of returning documents, once your term is over, I can understand how some documents could be left in a corner, whatever. I don't, mixed in with other documents. I think everybody can understand how that could happen. But once they find them and they say, hey, so let's say it's me. And they say, Your Highness, man, we missing some documents, cuz. Can you look and see if you got, these documents? And I look and I'm like, oh, snap. I still got some of them documents. Can we get them documents, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? They belong to us. Like, all right, my bad. I'll bring them in, or y'all send somebody to come and get them. No problem. It's all good. All right, thank you. Thank you, Your Highness. Like, no problem. That seems like a simple way to handle that. If y'all want to, look around and see if y'all see any other documents that belong to y'all, like, go ahead, look. That's what Mike Pence did. So the FBI or the Secret Service, whoever it was, come on in and y'all look and see if y'all find any more of them documents that ain't got no business here. And they looked, and they was like, oh, we might have found one or two. He's like, all right, we're going to take them all with you. And they like, all right, cool. They probably dapped up on the way out. You know what I'm saying? That was the end of it. I'm talking about I ain't got no documents. Hiding them in the bathroom and stuff. That's totally different. It's totally different. And I think, again, reasonable people and those of us who are living in reality, reasonable people and those of us who are living in reality can understand that difference. Brent.
Hey, what's going on, Emanuel?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. Man, your volume is super loud. I don't know what's going on there.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Loud and like a hum when you don't say anything.
Oh. I don't know what to do.
Oh, well. Oh, well, we'll fight through it and everything. But, yeah. And also, the biggest thing there with the Trump documents, because I don't like talking about politics, but he went from saying that, no, I didn't, no, I don't have it. And then, I got some, I'll send you some. And then they came back and said, well, hold up, we still missing some more documents. Then it was like, well, yeah, here's a little bit more. It's like, hey, man, you still missing some more documents. And then that's when they finally said, yeah, let's go in here and get these documents. And in addition to it, you remember all the different reasons and excuses he had. First, he said, well, I declassified them with my mind, and I have presidential authority for all documents. So we went from I don't have the documents to yeah, I got them, but hey, I declassified them, which is that's what he typically does. He'll throw every possible reasonable and unreasonable excuse at something to see what sticks and see what of his acolytes on these different networks will repeat enough for them to get ultimately his supporters to believe him. But And that's the big thing. Once Biden and once Pence, because I think Pence was, I don't know if he was before Biden or not, but Pence said, "Hey, yeah, I found some documents. Yeah, y'all need to come get these bad boys." Pence didn't deny that he didn't have the documents. Biden didn't deny that he didn't have the documents. Trump did, and then they show him having NARA, which is on trial too, move documents and tell other people to move documents around and having them next to the crapper. And on the stage, which is not a skiff, Ron. They stop trying to say that it was a skiff at Mar-a-Lago, which, you could have Chinese nationals that are able to walk through a tunnel to get there on the property. So it's just foolishness. But that's not what I called about. I called about I called about the flight attendant with that case and everything, with the lady not saying or not, there's some discrepancy on whether she said yes or I agree, or are we sure that she didn't say when she asked, are you willing to help? Are you sure she didn't say yeet?
I don't know. I didn't see the first part of the video, so maybe she did.
Okay. Well, and, maybe they may not understand what yeet is, May have been Jay Uso. That's his term. So, she could have been a fan. Who knows?
Not everybody will understand.
But
Yeah.
Yeah. But the ones that do, they appreciate it. But just for LaDonna, I told her I would call in. It's time for the wrestling report. And this weekend, we actually had 2 premium live events.
Yes.
One of them was the WWE King and Queen of the Ring from somewhere in Saudi. All these women that only show they head and hands, Arabia, which was all right. I wound up catching bits and pieces of it because it was my son's high school graduation weekend, and we had too much stuff going on. And after sitting through 1,769 students walking across the stage, you get a little tired.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. It came on like at 1:00 in the afternoon, so I kind of watched a little bit of it and skimmed through it and everything.
Yeah, and that's what we wound up catching it later on that evening. And the new King of the Ring is Gunther, which makes total sense.
Mm-hmm.
For him to be the next thing, and especially now since they made whoever wins the King and Queen of the Ring get a title shot, so that's another automatic title shot.
Yes.
But at least this one is predetermined, just like with the King of the Ring. So they will have a title shot at SummerSlam. SummerSlam is where they can time. And I guess he can pick whoever he wants. And I don't think he announced it on Monday, but oh well.
I don't know. Well, maybe. I don't know why. I'm thinking he would have just had to go with the show that he's on, because clearly it's gonna be if what is his name, the world champion.
Well, you got you talking about the metrosexual Undertaker?
Yes.
Damian Priest.
Damian Priest, yeah. Clearly it's gonna be Damian Priest. So I think whichever show the person was on, that would have been who gets the shot. And I'm expecting that Randy Orton will also get a shot at SummerSlam because the shoulders weren't down.
Oh, they clearly weren't down, and the referee was looking right at him, which was just horrible. I'm looking at that like, oh, really? But on to the women with Nia Jax is the Queen of the Ring, and she actually got a little emotional afterwards, which is good. She's been wrestling for a while, and she's been known to hurt ladies, but that's because she weighs 150, 200 pounds more than some of them. And I thought she crushed that lady, collapsed her lungs when she fell on her off the second rope, because that was not a safe Yokozuna or earthquake. When they would do their little banzai splash or whatever.
Yeah, it looked like she slipped.
Yeah, but that, man, good Lord, I thought she was dead. But at least she was moving around, and I think she walked out on her own power. But man, she probably had ice packs and heating pad and getting shots left and right of all the good drugs from in the back. But also the only other, well, we know Cody Rhodes wasn't going to lose that match against Logan, but Liv Morgan beat the man with some chicanery from, I still call him Eddie Guerrero's little boy, Dominic Mysterio.
Yes.
Yeah, so
and I missed Monday night. They kissed on Monday night. What was that?
Oh, I didn't watch it Monday night. I missed it too. I was watching. Wasn't there a game on Monday night?
Yeah, the Celtics and the Pacers.
Yeah, I wound up watching the game, so I missed that. But yeah, but they've been slowly building up to this, and it's going to tie back into when Rhea Ripley comes back. So it's going to be interesting to see how all that plays out. But yeah, pivoting over to AEW, it was Double or Nothing on Sunday night. And the only one I really want to talk about there was that you had Mercedes Moné versus the TBS champion, Willow Nightingale, and Mercedes Moné came out on top.
Yes.
Which I totally expected that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Willow actually got turned on by Chris Statlander. And I'm disappointed in the oh goodness, the Prince Nana wannabe. I can't even think of the dude's name, but he wound up siding with the white woman, going with Chris Statlander instead of being down with Willow Nightingale. But that match, the build up to it, and the promos that they had really did good. It gives the belt to Mercedes Moné, which if she's getting $5 million a year, you better put the belt on her. And in fact, it should be the main belt, not this belt.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
But how Willow did not only in the ring but on the mic, it elevates her too. So she'll eventually be champion again, and they'll cross paths. But it looks like they're giving her a tangent with Chris Statlander probably Mercedes can go squash some of the other women on the roster before they come back and maybe they have the rematch at Wembley. They got the big show there.
Yeah.
But I think the only other thing to note is that Edge jumped off the top of the cage for an elbow and wound up breaking his tibia. I think the lower leg, one of the bones in the lower leg?
Tibia, I think so. So he did break, because I didn't watch it, and I saw some of the recaps, and when I saw the way he jumped, I was like, why did he land like he just landed on the feet, like he just jumped?
Yep.
So it looked like he might have. That was just a weird way to jump.
Yeah. It looks like he just jumped off of a 10-story roof of the house and jumped beside him and then hit him. And that could have been ugly, like what was it, Sid Vicious?
Yeah.
When he jumped off the top rope and his whole leg and ankle went one way and the foot went the other, and that was ugly.
Yes, it was.
But what else? Is that it? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. And that's about it. I have to take down some notes here at work, trying to multitask and everything. But I needed to take a break to get some more coffee. It's first day of the work week, trying to make it on through. But also thanks about asking about the tornadoes and everything. It was north of us. We had real bad storms and we lost power and. We get calls all the time about family members talking about, whether it's hurricanes or tornadoes. And I'm like, yeah, Texas is huge.
Yeah. But again, like I said, I was watching, and one of the news stations said, this was in the Dallas area. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. And then, like I said, it was an hour north, and there was actually some more tornadoes an hour. That was like northeast. But if you go due north, there were tornadoes up there to where it was when you look on the radar, you see the red. It would have totally extended from, Cincinnati to Springfield, Ohio. That's how big the red area was. So you take that that's how massive it was up there. But we just got a bunch of wind and knocked out the power, but it came back. But this time of year, we always get crazy weather and with hail and thunderstorms and tornadoes. So it's just another springtime in the Dallas area.
All right.
So, yep. But all right, hey, well, you take it easy, and I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, you do the same.
All right.
All right. That was Brent with the Wrestling Report. Y'all, I'm going to wrap it up. I didn't really have much to talk about at all. I appreciate y'all talking with me, but I do want y'all to just think about it. Just think about it. So nobody called me. Only one person admitted to being willing to stand up for somebody, and that was, Miss Barb. Miss Barb got her a hero out there. But other than that, I really want you to start thinking about it. Like, what am I willing to stand up for? What am I willing, I don't want to say to sacrifice for, because people think, oh, my money. To a lot of people, money is the most important thing in the world. You stop me from getting some money, I'll stand up against anybody trying to stop me from getting some money. They could violate my rights if I'm going to get some money. They could this if I'm going to get some money. There are a lot of people who really believe money is the most important. Like, money determines your character. Like, oh, he got a lot of money. He's a good guy. He ain't got no money. He's a bad guy. There are people who really think that way. Like, your bank account determines how good of a human you are. And people run around telling young people it's all about the bag. Get the bag. Get the bag. Somebody had to tell them, and in the process, be a good person. In the process of getting the bag, also be a good person. I don't know that a lot of people, it don't seem to me that there's a lot of people saying that openly and loudly. All that matter is get the bag. There's a lot of ways to get the bag, so you can lose yourself trying to get the bag. Preston says, didn't Biden's daughter write about the situation where it was some alleged sexual abuse from her father? I didn't see that. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying I didn't see anything about it. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. Oh, man, y'all know I like to Google stuff. No. Okay, wait a minute. There's a story here. Woman who stole diary of Joe Biden's daughter sentenced. Let's see if they talk about what was in the diary. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Received $20,000. Prosecutor sentence. They don't talk about what was in the diary. And again, I'm just assuming that's what you were talking about. Yeah, I don't see anything about... Okay, wait a minute. Come on. Yeah, continue with Google. Oh. Come on. Yeah, I'm trying to look this up. All right. Did Joe Biden really take showers with his daughter like she said in her diary? They say not according to the daughter, who has pointed out that her diary was stolen and forged additions, including that, was added. They say it was such a clumsy forgery that the Trump campaign wouldn't touch it. She didn't say in her diary they sold it to Project Veritas, which has a long history of forgery and fake documents. So, I mean, I guess you can take that for whatever you want to take that for. according to these so-called fact-checking websites, the claim that he took a shower with his teenage daughter is not true. And the fact that her father was abusive towards him, and this is according to the fact-checking websites, and again, I don't know, this was from an alleged stolen diary, they're saying. They're saying that's not true. So, take that for what it's worth. Take that for what it's worth. All right, y'all. I got to get ready to get out of here. Hold on. Let me see something. All right. I got to get ready to get out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I really do. Got to go get in this yard. Looks like the little baby is gone. I'll call her and wish her a safe trip. I'll probably actually see her tomorrow before they leave, and get a proper see you later in. But I want everybody to enjoy the rest of your day. It was a little warm out there when I went out there. I don't know what it looks like now, but they say we got some cooler weather coming. That'll be cool. Give my AC a little bit of a break. But other than that, everybody enjoy your day. As you're out and about, be the reason that somebody smiles today, okay? Till next time. I'm out, y'all. Peace.